Were there any kind of mentors or people who took you under their wing or inspired you while you're at Dartmouth?
There was two professors in particular who like really impacted me. I chose to be a government major, did a bunch of work in econ as well, did a bunch of history and stuff. But, civil society journalism, what drives things. I found government and international relations in particular like super interesting. There was a guy who was a professor, this guy named Professor Alan Stam. And he was like an unconventional professor. I think he had like a pretty rough upbringing himself and got his shit together. And he actually became, if I remember it all correctly, he became like a US Green Beret, like Army Ranger, badass dude.
Whoa,
He had
whoa.
seen combat in a lot of places. And he had then, after he'd gotten out of the service, he'd gone to Cornell and he'd become a very good crew rower there and like excelled at Cornell and done very well. So somebody who really got his shit together. And then he was one of the younger professors at Dartmouth and he was teaching a bunch of international relations, stuff that involved military history and thought and whatnot, especially considering his background. And he was just like one, he was just, you as a college kid, you're like, this guy's a cool guy. He was just a really thoughtful, good guy, and he really cared about us, and he cared about what he was teaching and how he built, the people who would help go. Dartmouth has a big tradition of sending people to foreign service and stuff like that. And he always was obviously the academic piece, but he was very focused on what does it take to be successful in this world. He taught me something that I still use to this day, and he called it the triangle of success. I actually have expanded a little bit. I call it the diamond of success. And it sounds a little silly. It's kind of cheesy name. But his whole point was if you're looking at your success, you need skills, knowledge, and you need attitude. And he always pointed to attitude as being the thing that made the difference.